Hello and welcome to One Take, episode 26, I think it is now. I remember everything so vividly when I started this 25 and some episodes ago. It was almost a month, actually. Good times. The reason this episode is a tad bit late is because I've been watching Doctor Who for the past 5 hours, I'd say. 6 hours. 7 hours. Okay, look, I've been watching Doctor Who for a while. And so, without giving any spoilers away, because it'd be really easy, because the new season doesn't really make any more sense than the last few, and I could tell you everything about it, you still wouldn't get it. I pop my knuckles. This new season doesn't really have the same feel so far as the last few seasons. I don't know if it's because the last few seasons I was watching it on Netflix, and you know it's a lot easier to keep pace if it's on Netflix and if it's on TV where you're constantly berated, you know, just attacked by ads the entire time. But it just doesn't feel the same, you know. They've been putting too much effort into, I guess, the characters, which is a good thing, but they seem to be putting, it's like, character story, yeah, instead of getting into the Daleks, which, if you didn't know there were going to be Daleks in the new season, by the way, have you not seen any of the pictures? I mean, it's not really a secret, but, yeah, you know, I mean, it made sense, which is a bad thing. Like, all the plot holes were filled in the one episode, so it didn't really have any. It was like the first season of Legend of Korra, where it's like, everyone seems to be pretty okay with this. I mean, I don't really. Yeah, I don't really know what, like, why there's a second season. I don't know. But, I mean, if I'm going to be flirting with someone on Facebook, I might as well do it while making a video. And by the way, everything I do on Facebook is flirting. Wink. I have to say that because it's not very obvious. It just looks like I have some sort of weird twitch. Where was I? So yeah, like I said, the newest episode of Doctor Who doesn't really leave anything to where you're like, oh, I want to keep watching this, because holes are not left, or holes are left. I don't even know. I'm not paying any attention to what I'm actually saying because I'm trying to do things on the internet, which isn't a really good combination, but look, it makes loud clicking noises. I'm assuming you can hear that. I'm not going to be testing this at any point, but if someone's like, stop with the clicking in the middle of your videos, then I guess I will not be making clicking noises in the middle of my videos from now on. I don't know what your problem is, my god, but I'm just saying, you know how there's some things, I'm skipping a lot, by the way. There's some things where you're like, why was this question asked here instead of, I don't know, to someone who actually is part of this? Like, you don't go onto the Internet Movie Database and be like, how do I audition to be in this movie in some way? You go to the people who make the movie, preferably a long time before the movie is set to come out, and you say, hey, how do I be in this movie in some way? And they'll be like, well, you have to get on a pogo stick, and you have to not wear any pants, and you have to make loud sex noises while jumping up and down on a pogo stick. If you know what movie that's from, that's a very specific movie. I mean, it involves the word call, so I've narrowed it down a bit for you. And a fire hydrant being fired, I guess extinguishing or something? There's a fire hydrant being used on a urinal. That kind of thing. Kind of like Clerks 2, but different. You know, I didn't really like Clerks 2 in comparison to Clerks 1, because the original Clerks, it had that feel. Like, this guy made this movie with his mom's digital camera, which she has to document all of his recitals. And then, you know, the original Clerks movie, they spent more money on the soundtrack than they did on... They spent more on the soundtrack than they did on any other part of the movie. More on the soundtrack than the actual movie itself. So... yeah, but then the second one, it just seemed a little gimmicky. Like, they were like, oh, what made Clerks good? Let's take that and then just make it so zany. And then people were like, why is it so zany? And then they made a TV show, and it's like, really, guys? God darn it. It's so zany, I don't understand. And then they, like, probably fell asleep crying because they spent an entire day watching Doctor Who instead of making a video, and it's already 10:10, and I'd make a wish if it wasn't stupid. And I mean, why would you make a wish at a specific time? That doesn't really make any sense. I mean, I'm just saying, if you're gonna do whatever I just said, boobs are nice, by the way. Boobs are nice. I honestly have nothing else to talk about. I mean, I don't really think my video should go over 6 minutes in length, but they do anyway, because why not? But apparently if I get it to like just an exact amount of time, it'll be like 446,999 kilobytes of information, which is why one of my other videos was titled that. You know, the one that was uploaded in the middle of the night or the next day, instead of actually being uploaded in the middle of the night. Remember, if you like the video, you should give it a like. You just have to press the button that's over here. And then you should subscribe, which should be over here. Here. I keep wanting to go like this because there's so many informational things along this area. And then if I go like this, I can't see the little red dot that shows recording. Yep. I also drank like an entire liter and a half of orange juice. So, oh yeah, if you like the video, comment a lot. If or actually don't comment too much to where it's like every comment is just one word and you make a sentence out of all the comments. That's not a good thing to do. And also don't leave links if they're not for porn. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Thank you for watching my video. It has been wonderful talking at you, and good night.